King of the Road Productions is excited to present a Boone and Bates special edition of the Jim King of the TV show, Southeast Texas style. Join us for an action-packed half hour as we catch up with my friend Pat Boone. We'll also cruise over to DeRidder, Louisiana to enjoy a live performance by Jeff Bates.
I wanna make you cry. Yeah.
Jeff Bates, great to see you again.
Good to see you. How you been?
I'm doing fantastic. And
I like your crown.
well, thank you. It's not the first time you've seen it, but you may have forgotten because you've probably seen other kings everywhere you go.
You know, I've seen a lot, but you top them all, brother.
A big thank you to Tanner West and Texas Construction Resources for their amazing support. Tune in for fan favorites like the Honky Tonk Texas Fabulous Flashback, plus Pat Boone's latest music video as our Jackson Hill Park and Marina Music Clip of the Week, hot off the press from Nashville. And Jeff Bates as he takes center stage in the Royal Spotlight. Buckle up and ride shotgun with us.
King of the road.
Howdy, folks. You're tuned into the Jim King of the TV show, your ultimate source for Southeast Texas entertainment. I'm Jim King of the Road, and this is the best little TV show in Texas. Get ready to crank up the flavor at the Mauriceville Crawfish Bash, happening Friday and Saturday, May 2nd and 3rd. Enjoy all-you-can-eat crawfish and shrimp, live music, dancing, and good old Texas fun. Tickets are just $45 in advance or $50 at the gate. Grab yours now at crawfishbash.com. And don't forget about Mom. Treat her to a weekend she won't forget at the 40th Annual Texas Crab Festival in Crystal Beach, going down Mother's Day weekend, May 9th through the 11th. We're talking non-stop live music, arts and crafts, delicious seafood, and fun for the whole family. Visit TexasCrabFestival.org for the full scoop. And when you're not making memories, keep the party going with King's Country Internet Radio, streaming 24/7 from Beaumont, Texas. We serve up a perfect mix of real country music, classic hits, and today's best. With zero fluff, just 100% hand-picked country, just the way you like it. In less than 100 years, radio has come a long, long way. We've gone from this to this.
Alexa, play King's Country on TuneIn.
King's Country from TuneIn.
And this. Now you can stream us everywhere. Listen anytime, anywhere on your computer, smart speaker, mobile device, or in your car via Bluetooth. Stream worldwide on TuneIn, iTunes, Live 365, or head straight to kingscountry.net. And don't miss the Jim King of the Radio show airing middays on King's Country. It's an award-winning fan favorite that keeps those country vibes rolling strong. Now buckle up because we're headed to Beverly Hills, California to visit the living legend Pat Boone and help raise vital funds to bring clean drinking water to those in need in Tanzania.
One, I am one, like no other human being. I am one, king of the road.
Howdy, folks. Jim King of the TV and radio here with a special edition of the program. It's a Pat Boone and Friends episode. Got the living legend on the line via Zoom from Los Angeles in just a moment. And we're going to play his new song called One that he co-wrote with Jimmy Nichols and Frank J. Myers to help the folks in Tanzania who are in desperate need.
Yes, that's exactly, you've nailed it. Yeah, the song came to me and I knew that it had an anthemic feel. I wanted Neil Diamond to help me with it. And when I contacted him, I found he was slipping away into that myasthenia gravis, that twilight, and he could not. He was very congratulatory, but he couldn't feel he could help me with the song. So I went ahead and wrote it. But then when I got with Frank and Jimmy, they added some twist to the melody, which I think greatly improved it and took it a slightly different direction in the middle part. But it is still an anthem utilizing the number one in four ways. One, I am one like no other on this planet. Each of us is an individual. God knows us. He created us in His image, and He's happy with His creation.
Pat, that song is so reminiscent of We Are the World from the 1980s. And I believe We Are the World raised over $100 million for very worthy cause. And I think this one's just as catchy.
Yep, it is a memorable song, and it is sung not just in English, but one of the startling things about this is when Jimmy Nichols and Frank and I were completing the whole writing and the direction of the song and being produced, we came across a group of citizens. They are naturalized citizens from that part of the world, mainly Tanzania, and they come together as Christians in Nashville on a regular basis, and they sing gospel songs together in their own language, Swahili. When we heard that, we got goosebumps, we teary-eyed, and they were thrilled to add their voices singing for their own tribe's people, begging us to help them get clean water.
No clean water? Unimaginable.
Poison.
Pat, if you don't mind me asking, did you just turn 90 years old?
It was not recently. I'm about to turn 91 in June.
Wow.
Well, I've been 90. I've gotten used to it. And I grateful for wearing these caps. This is the Tanzania cap. The website is that I want everybody to go to is onefortanzania.org. Go there. There's an app. It'll push a red button, and you'll be able to contribute $5, $10, $30, whatever it may be, but save some child from death by giving that child fresh water. It's up to you. You can do it.
Okay, Pat, I'm going to hold you to adding King of the Road to your next album.
Yeah,
You said you might do that.
Yes, I want to do that. I don't know how we left it out to begin with. I did a song called Grits.
Yeah, we played that.
Yeah, so you know that he's represented in effect on that album. But yeah, King of the Road belongs there. And so anyway, I'm a big fan of his. And I'm a fan of yours now because you're letting me talk about things that are of deep importance to all of us.
Here comes the legendary Pat Boone and Friends with One, a special rebroadcast from King of the Road Productions.
Wamoja, duniani sisi ni wamoja. One, I am one, like no other human being. I am one, and in my life there is a meaning, there is worth, there is a purpose, like no other on this planet. I am one. When we put our minds together, we are one.
In our oneness, there is purpose, there is honor, there is courage. When good people come together, we are one.
We are one. We are one. All sisters and brothers, we are one. Lifting up one another. When our backs against the wall, we always answer the call. Empowered by His grace and His love. One, keep us one. God of our own declaration, keep us one.
We are still a mighty nation.
When good people come together, we are one. And in our oneness, there is purpose, there is honor, there is courage. When we put our hearts together, we are one.
This segment is sponsored by Tanner West and Texas Construction Resources.
Working hard from the sun up to the sundown. They can build it tall, they can tear it on down. They got the know-how, if you got the money.
At Texas Construction Resources, our main line of work, residential house pads and ponds, crushed concrete laydown yards, demolition work, land clearing, and anything that we can push as far as dirt, site prep, that's going to be our main focus.
The hands of a working man built this town. Clear this timber and plow this ground.
Coming up, we're rolling out another Pat Boone music video. Our Jackson Hill Park and Marina music clip of the week, fresh from Nashville.
The king of the road.
Then take a nostalgic ride with the Honky Tonk Texas Fabulous Flashback. And get ready for a powerhouse Royal Spotlight performance from Jeff Bates. But that's not all. Stick around as we cruise over to Dorado, Louisiana next to catch Jeff Bates live in concert.
You're cruising in the King's Caddy.
King of the road. Don't miss the 40th Annual Texas Crab Festival. Head to Crystal Beach, Texas this Mother's Day weekend, May 9th through the 11th, for 3 days of fun, food, and live entertainment. Saturday's highlight, the legendary Wiener Dog races. Enjoy non-stop live music all weekend long with a stacked lineup. Friday, Big Jordan Band, Freeway Switch. Saturday, Wayne Toops and Zyda Cajun, Josh Weathers Music, Kings of Southern Rock, Caleb and April Band, Coastline, and the Girl Band. Sunday, Sandy G, La Matira Nortena, and Mariachi Emperadors. Dig into delicious seafood, sip your favorite drinks, and browse dozens of arts and crafts vendors. See you at the 40th Annual Texas Crab Festival, the ultimate Mother's Day weekend tradition. Escape to Jackson Hill Park and Marina at Lake Sam Rayburn. Your lakeside paradise awaits. Enjoy premier boating, fishing, and picturesque views. Then unwind in our cozy cabins and savor delicious dishes at our on-site restaurant with full bar. Plus, join us for periodic special concert events where live music brings our community together under the stars. Create unforgettable memories at Jackson Hill Park and Marina. Visit us today and let your adventure begin. Get ready for the Mauriceville Crawfish Bash happening Friday and Saturday, May 2nd and 3rd. The fun kicks off Friday night, and Saturday is loaded with non-stop live music and all-you-can-eat crawfish and shrimp. Grab your Crawfish Feast tickets early for $45 or grab them at the gate for $50. Saturday's live music starts at noon and closes out with Dustin, Samye, and The Wanted lighting up the stage. Mark your calendar and join us in Mauriceville, Texas for a weekend you won't forget at the Mauriceville Crawfish Bash.
How long has it been? How long have you held it in? And how long will you wait before you let somebody take your breath away again? I wanna be the one who turns you on, makes love till the lonely's gone, be the man you've dreamed of all your life. I swear I'll make it last until tears of joy come pouring from your eyes. I wanna make you cry. Tell me what to do, and I'll do what you want me to. 'Cause darling, I believe that I have fallen hopelessly and helplessly for you. I wanna be the one who turns you on, makes love to the lonely's gone, be the man you dreamed of all your life. I swear I'll make it last until tears of joy come pouring from your eyes. I wanna make you cry.
Jeff Bates, great to see you again.
Good to see you. How you been?
I'm doing fantastic. And
I like your crown.
well, thank you. It's not the first time you've seen it, but you may have forgotten because you've probably seen other kings everywhere you go.
You know, I've seen a lot, but you top them all, brother.
Well, you're definitely one of my favorite country singers, and royal, I would say. Magnificent, even.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'll pay you later.
It's Jeff Bates. I've been familiar with your music for a long time. In fact, I was working in terrestrial radio when you first hit the scene in the early 2000s, and we used to play the heck out of your stuff. In fact, all your music that you released, we played. We may have played it more than anybody else, and it was always #1 on our station.
What station?
Do I have to say? Kicker. KYKR in Beaumont, Texas.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And I met you in Memphis once at the St. Jude thing.
Jude,
yeah, that
right.
was about 2003. I think Long Slow Kisses had just come out.
It had. You're right. And what a blessing to work with St. Jude. It was a great cause. So y'all come on and share with them.
King of the Road.
Here comes this week's Honky Tonk Texas Fabulous Flashback.
Your Johnny Cash song did really well.
Yeah, it was a big song for us last year, man. We had a lot of great stuff happen for us last year. We were out on tour with Rascal Flatts all year, and released the second album, and Johnny Cash was the first single off of that. So it really helped us to launch that second album and kind of gave us that big song we needed, and it was a good year.
Yeah. Little known fact about that song, Beaumont boy Tracy Byrd cut that. I don't think he ever released it as a single, but it was on one of his albums.
Yeah, he did, as a matter of fact. And we were actually going to cut it and put it on my first album, and at the last minute, the publishing company called us and told us that they were giving the song to Tracy, and so I don't think he was, aware of the fact that we were getting ready to cut it. I don't think he knew that, but he cut the song, and I don't know what happened, but it was on a greatest hits record, but it never came out as a single. So we had the opportunity to record it and put it on the second album, and so that's what we did. And no offense to Tracy, but I'm glad he never put it out.
King of the Road.
That was this week's Honky Tonk Texas Fabulous Flashback.
than Texas honky tonk. There's no place like home.
Since 2008, Honky Tonk Texas in Silsbee, Texas has featured a steady stream of the very best in local, regional, and national touring bands. Pack up your posse and boot scoot over to Honky Tonk Texas for great concerts, dancing, drinking, and dining. Of course, steak night is every Thursday, and don't forget about the Honky Tonk Grill. Visit them online at facebook.com/honkytonktx and at honkytonktexas.us. Honky Tonk Texas in Silsbee has been entertaining Southeast Texas since 2008. Where have you been?
Working hard from the sun up to the sundown. They can build it tall, they can tear it on down. They got the know-how, but you got the money. At Texas Construction Resources, our main line of work, residential house pads and ponds, crushed concrete laydown yards, demolition work, land clearing, and anything that we can push as far as dirt, site prep, that's going to be our main focus. The hands of a working man built this town. Clear this timber and plow this ground. Where did America go? The land of the brave and the free, king of the road.
The whole thing about this album, Jimmy, is why do we call America a country? America's a nation, all right, but it was created in the country. It was created by country people. Washington, Jefferson, Adams, they were farmers. And all the framers of the Constitution were not only farmers, but they were Bible people. And when we fought the British and the French, the farmers put down their hoes and agricultural tools, picked up their muskets, and they defeated the British and the French to create a country, not just a nation. There are lots of nations, but America is a country, and it's because we were created in the country by country people, and we've got to preserve this. We've got to keep it going.
Here comes the legendary Pat Boone with Where Did America Go? As our Jackson Hole Park and Marina music clip of the week, straight from Nashville.
Did America go? The land of the brave and the free. Can one generation erase a great nation? 'Cause we can't find a way to agree. 'Cause we can't find a way to agree. Where has America gone? Where are Abraham, Martin, and John? We drowned out their voices and gave up our choices. Do we have the strength to move on? Do we have the strength to move on? Oh, God of sweet liberty, help us and heal us again. If we fall on our knees, will you still hear our pleas? Take us back to where we were then. Take us back to where we were then. How could America fail? We gave up our own holy grail. That old Constitution still holds the solution, but we gave up our freedoms for sale. Yes, we gave up our freedoms for sale. Can America still rise again? Find our way back to where we were then.
Yes, that old family Bible still holds our survival. It spells out the way we can win. Yes, it spells out the way we can win. Oh, God of sweet liberty, please help us and heal us again. If we fall on our knees, will you still hear our pleas? Take us back to where we were then. Oh, take us back to where we were then. America, where did you go?
Escape to Jackson Hill Park and Marina at Lake Sam Rayburn. Your lakeside paradise awaits. Enjoy premier boating, fishing, and picturesque views. Then unwind in our cozy cabins and savor delicious dishes at our on-site restaurant with full bar. Plus, join us for periodic special concert events where live music brings our community together under the stars. Create unforgettable memories at Jackson Hill Park and Marina. Visit us today and let your adventure begin. Get ready for the Mauriceville Crawfish Bash happening Friday and Saturday, May 2nd and 3rd. The fun kicks off Friday night and Saturday is loaded with non-stop live music and all-you-can-eat crawfish and shrimp. Grab your Crawfish Feast tickets early for $45 or grab them at the gate for $50. Saturday's live music starts at noon and closes out with Dustin, Sonye, and The Wanted lighting up the stage. Mark your calendar and join us in Mauriceville, Texas for a weekend you won't forget at the Mauriceville Crawfish Bash. Since Tina Bean started 5-Star Feeds in Port Arthur over 24 years ago, it's always been a friendly neighborhood store, kind of like the general store of the good old days.
I think so. I try to be like it used to be. When I was young, going to feed stores and everything, it's, when people come in here, I want them to feel like they're walking into my house, where they feel welcome. So we try to keep it like that.
5-Star Feeds in Port Arthur, Texas.
I guess we're ready to rock. Oh, hail to the king.